Hello, hello, divine beings of YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108. And today we are asking the question for singles today about your next romantic partner. So who, when, and how you will meet your next romantic partner, their personality and traits, and when you will meet them. So we're going to look at clues as well from the timeline. And we're going to look at how you will meet, circumstances and setting, and what will this connection feel like, as well as advice from Spirit for attracting this love. I feel like for some of you and many of you, this love is already on the way for you. I feel like it's already predestined for you, but we are going to look at advice from Spirit for attracting this love. So we're going to pull 3 different cards today for 3 different pick a card options, as well as your crystals. Got a nice little burlap bag here today. So let's pick out our 3 significator cards here. Pile number 1, your card is openness. Love that. And as we know, the god Ganesh, his energy is all about removing obstacles, breaking down obstacles. So I feel like definitely this reading is also blessing you. His energy is blessing you to clear all those obstacles for you to bring that love into your life. So pile number 2, what is your card? Understanding. Interesting. And pile number 3, what is your card? Significator card. Harmony. Wow, that's a nice one. Sacral chakra energy, the energy of courage. Definitely courage. Now let's ask, what is pile number 1's significator stone? Ooh, green serpentine. A lot of green energy going on here. Yeah, and with openness, as we know, being open is like part of heart chakra. But anyway, we'll get into it more in your reading. So if you feel drawn to this pile, we're going to get into that more in your reading. So what is pile number 2's crystal today? Oh, obsidian. Whoa, yeah. Obsidian definitely plays into that understanding, like deeper knowledge energy, that big Saturn, like Capricorn kind of energy. Pile number 3, what is your crystal? Ooh, Angelite. Interesting. Love it. Very soft. Yeah, definitely plays in with harmony a lot. Okay, so please everyone, choose your piles now. Pile number 1, openness and serpentine. Pile number 2, understanding and obsidian. Pile number 3, harmony and Angelite. So see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're asking the question about your next romantic partner. And your significator card was the beautiful openness card with Lord Ganesh sitting on a half moon with a lot of green energy around him. And your significator crystal was the lovely green serpentine. And serpentine, it's both like heart chakra and throat chakra kind of energy I'm feeling here already with the openness card and with the serpentine. But serpentine also is about transformation, and it's about kind of like kundalini awakening, the whole serpent energy. If you know anything about kundalini yoga, it's that whole energy of like the coil of the snake of life, which is part of our energy, and like bringing it up and just expanding things. So I feel that here also with the green here on this scarf that he's wearing here, you can see that really big strong green energy. And by the way, green also is significant of the planet Mercury in a way. So it's that energy of Mercury, which is like opening the throat, and about knowledge actually, and about teaching, and about youth as well. This kind of youthfulness and willingness to always learn and change. So I already get this feeling, pile number one, that you and your person are going to have quite a lot of openness between each other. And I feel like you could meet in some kind of intellectual sphere, like something that you care about or really like. I get the feeling like you and your person, pile number one, are going to have beautiful, beautiful conversations about whatever this keen interest is. I feel like it's coming up from a keen interest, or like a hobby, or like something that you do quite often, something that you're passionate about. It could be your work, it could be a hobby, but I get this energy, pile number one, that your next partner is, you're going to meet them through this thing that you do. So I want to get a little bit more information with the oracle cards here, and then we're going to move on to your tarot cards after. I really like this deck. We first pick out one of the indicator cards, and then we take one of the divine guide cards to work like a dice, to give us a number, to give us more information. So please give us a little overview about pile number one's next connection. Who is their next romantic partner? When will they meet them? How will they meet them? And what will this connection feel like? So all of these kind of questions all together, just generally about pile number one's next romantic partner. Let's see. Okay, leap of faith. So it seems like the message comes up about you meeting this partner, that I feel like this is going to be someone that you see, and you see them in your circle, in your surrounding, in your setting. I feel like you may already know who this person is, pile number one. Like you've already seen them before. It's possible for some of you. But I do get this feeling like they are something or someone kind of familiar to you. Like they have the same kind of vibe, and they have the same kind of interest. So let's see. I feel like with this leap of faith, it's like you're going to see this person, and then it's like I get this nervousness around approaching them. That's the whole leap of faith energy coming up. So let's ask the divine guide. Number 5. Okay. So ignoring overwhelming odds, a leader inspires. Interesting. So I feel like this next person that you will be in a relationship with, pile number one, is someone who seems, you feel like they might be out of your league. And I get that energy, like you feel like they might be out of your league because they could be in a higher rank than you, or you could just feel like they're more developed than you, they're more talented than you. But there's this energy of them kind of being like a leader of your group or your thing that you're involved in. It could be like something to do with hobby or job, or generally like a place that you go sometimes. I don't feel like for you, well, that's not true. I wanted to say that I don't feel like it's going to be someone that you meet online, but I do feel like it could be someone that you meet online. But I feel like this person, whatever it is, they're going to have this keen, similar interest to you. And if it is someone that you meet online, I feel like I get this energy around it being like forums or a common interest group, or there's a strong, strong thing that you have in common, I feel. And feel like you're going to be nervous to approach them, like, oh, they could never like me. That person could never like me, but it's not true. You just don't realize how they've been waiting for you as well, pile number one. So for our first line here, we're going to look at who they are. What are their personality and traits? So what are the personality and traits of pile number one? Okay, that energy. I feel like this could definitely be a work connection. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is definitely a connection where it's something involving your work or self-development. You could be in school and university, college, or in courses, but there's definitely this energy of like this person is very knowledgeable, I feel, and they're good at what they do. They could be like a star student, top of the class in the university, in the school, or whatever, or they could be a top earner in your company if you're working on commission, something like that. I don't know why I get a message about real estate as well. So it could just be this energy of like, this person is really good at what they do, really talented at what they do. Wow, this person, I get this energy like they have felt quite alone also for a while. And I feel like they've been single for a while. I feel like they're the type of person they don't just want to date someone for the sake of dating it, for the sake of dating. They want to be with the right person. And I feel like they do have standards, like they do have quite high or demanding standards. And I feel like this person, they don't they don't want any like mediocre relationship. They're looking for their soulmate. Yeah. And I feel like they are a person also with big dreams. Like they're never going to stop until they achieve their dreams. And I feel like they always have bigger and better dreams, and they would want a partner who would build those dreams with them. And I do feel like a message, pile number one, that you could be that person. Yeah, that energy that they've been alone for quite a long time. And also, you might see around them like they might be someone who, although they're so talented and they're congratulated and they're celebrated for their talents, I feel like your person, pile number one, is someone who they don't necessarily have a lot of close friends. Um, they are a person who it's like they're quite individual, I feel. Quite individualistic. I want to ask this deck here, Herb Crafter's Tarot, what do they look like? What does your person look like? A few things coming up here. I feel like it's this one. Ten of Wands, Comfrey. Let's take another one. What does pile number one's person actually look like? Interesting. The Chariot, Cedar. So I get this energy that I feel like your person is quite calm or quiet, and I do feel like they're potentially quite tall, like they're not a short person. There's that energy coming up. But also there's that energy of like I feel your person has really beautiful eyes. Like striking eyes, like wisdom eyes, like they knowing eyes with the Chariot here. This big energy coming up like they could have really striking like light eyes, like blue, or this energy of like deep blue or like light brown or just like very interesting and spectacular eyes. This whole energy is coming up, and I feel them being someone. I get this energy of like they potentially they. I get this energy of like they always have a drink in their hand. Um, they always have some kind of tea or like coffee or just like who knows, even like a Stanley Cup or whatever they have in their hand. I get that being like a kind of key feature of them. Like everyone knows this person, like, oh, it's Jim. He always has this coffee mug in his hand, and like that's his unique trait kind of thing. It's just kind of funny. Yeah. So I do get that energy. Like there are some really significant traits about this person for sure, like that. So in our second line, we're looking at when will you meet them? And we're going to look at timeline clues. Herb Crafter Tarot here is very good for the timeline clues. Really love it. So when are you going to meet your person? Let's look. Basically, we're looking at actually when and how you will meet them. So it's going to be mixed a little bit here. This one actually was mixed in here, so I feel like it's important. Six of water. So water is cups here. Six, as we know, is that whole growing energy, growing of emotions. But here we see in this card, if we just look upside, it's like there's this energy of some kind of party happening or some kind of mixer happening. I feel like that could be a good opportunity if I feel like since you are together in the same kind of sphere in what you do or what you like, I feel like there can be that opportunity to have that person outside of the regular situation. And it's kind of that energy like you're going to be in a different mood that night and they'll be in a different mood that night, different than usual. And it's like, I feel like you can make a move with the openness. I feel like this is someone you've been looking at for a while. And you got to take that leap of faith because otherwise, I feel like they will never know that your interest is there. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles. Definitely seems like this is something that is going to materialize. There's this energy of like, I feel that with whatever situation it is that you know each other, like there are some developments happening in this situation. Like if you are in some kind of club together, I feel like this club is building and building on itself and expanding itself and doing well for itself. But if it's work, I feel like the company is growing, things are growing, and I feel like people in your vicinity, like with whatever group this is that you're a part of, I feel like that group is growing and growing. And the people in that group are feeling good and strong and better and like confident with the direction of this community or of this group. There's that energy. So I feel like it's good times to be had coming up. And that makes a good mood for everybody, including your person. Pile number one. Oh, wow. The Lovers. It definitely seems like now with this kind of banquet energy and the Lovers energy together, I want to say that be careful, pile number one, don't run into things too quickly because I feel like potentially in this situation I'm seeing here, it's like there could be opportunity for a one night stand or there could be opportunity for just jumping into things way too fast before things are mature. So, I mean, we are asking generally today, who is your next romantic partner or what is that whole situation? But we're not necessarily asking what is your next long-term relationship as opposed to what is your next one night stand. We're not asking that. We're just asking generally about your next romantic partner. So I would say be careful, pile number one. If you want a long-term relationship, don't rush into a one night stand because it has that energy coming up. Like it could be one night stand energy. Eight of Swords. If you do something like that, if you do some kind of fling, like one night stand or a few times, something like that, I feel like there can be this energy of regret for you. Pile number one. So yeah. Five of Pentacles. If you get involved with that, it can be a result for you wanting to leave the company or leave the group. And I feel like the cards are giving you a warning here, like don't rush into this thing because it seems, pile number one, that you've had your eye on someone, even in the slightest way. And I just want to say that, even though it may seem very exciting that you have this opportunity to potentially be with that person intimately, like please don't do it because if you do it, I feel like it can have a negative result for you. You're going to feel some kind of embarrassment or feeling like you want to leave this group. Seven of Pentacles. So we are asking when and how you will meet them. So we have covered that. But with the Seven of Pentacles here, it seems like there's this energy of you got to play your cards right for this. You got to be balanced with this. You got to kind of marinate. You know what I mean? Marinate the situation. You got to kind of dwell on the situation. Take it slow. Take it slow with this situation. You may initiate things on this one occasion, on the occasion that we talked about, some kind of banquet or party or something like this, but you can continue and keep it going after you have that encounter, and it's sweet. I feel like it's going to be a sweet encounter with this person. So one more. When and how will you meet? What I'm feeling here with this Three of Pentacles is, again, the same advice, like just take things slowly and build things slowly, because things can build and you have to believe it. Don't doubt it. Don't rush into anything. Don't run into anything. Just believe. And also there's this energy of like, always look to your higher power and don't get lost in the emotions of the moment, because I feel like there can be some of that. Don't get caught up in the heat of the moment, because if you do, it can lead you to making not the right decisions about things. Let's take one more for this. When and how will they meet? Queen of Swords. It's that energy, like that advice. When you meet this person, be strong in your mind and just think about the future and what you really want, how you want that stable, good relationship with someone and with this person. Always look to your higher power. Always speak to your inner soul and say, I need this. I want this. Don't let me mess it up, basically. So in our next row, we're going to look at what will your connection feel like? What is this connection going to feel like for you and this other person? Two of Cups, that's always a good sign. It's going to be quite emotionally fulfilling. It's going to be, I get this energy of like feeling like it's only us in the world. It's just the two of us, and we support each other. We take care of each other. High Priestess. You're gonna feel like, I get this message like, it's about time. It's about time. Like, I deserve this. This person is right for me. This is my time to grow and develop myself in a partnership, in a relationship. And I'm open to it and I'm ready for it. I accept whatever the universe or God wants to give me, wants to bring me. I accept it and I'm ready for it. There's that energy of you feeling really valued and great and like, finally, I've got it and it's coming to me. What will this connection feel like? Seven of Swords here. And with this card, when it comes up, I always get this energy of like moving on from something. Like finally your mind can be at peace because you're leaving an old environment. I feel like this relationship is going to make you feel very protected, like energetically protected, from negative outside influences or generally people who may not have been your well-wishers, who have not wanted the best for you. I feel like all of those jealous people around you, those people who are trying to bring you down, you're going to be turning your back on them with the help of this relationship, because you know that you can depend on this person. And it's really wonderful. Happy for you, pile number one. So what will this connection feel like? Here's something. Temperance. This connection, this new relationship, it can bring you great balance in your life. I feel you already trying to have that in your life, but I feel for some reason there's this kind of toxicity coming from other people around you. And like these, like listening to these other opinions or these people who don't exactly want the best for you, I feel like this is something which has actually been holding you back from having this wonderful relationship manifest in your life. We are going to look at more advice from Spirit for attracting this love in a minute, so let me save that for the next row. So we're still asking, what will this connection feel like for pile number 1? Page of Cups. It's a wonderful thing. I get this energy of like, you and your person are going to feel just like we have a future together. I get this feeling of a lot of hope for the future, you feel like there's a promise for your future. Like we're going to manifest beautiful things together. We're not afraid. We have each other. And it's this energy of like, finally I have a friend. Finally I have a real friend, a real person who has my back and who is there for me. And it's just wonderful. Queen of Cups. Yeah, that same energy. Like you yourself, pile number 1, are feeling really strong and fulfilled and like, finally, my emotions are at ease. Like my mind is at rest. My mind is at ease. I'm peaceful. I can be who I am. This person accepts me for who I am. And I feel great, good in myself. Page of Wands. That's another thing. It's similar. To Queen of Cups here. Page of Wands is like, because of the support that this relationship gives me, I am able to develop myself as an individual. Not only in this relationship, but as an individual. This person gives me the strength that I need. I get this energy of you like needing support, pile number 1. Like that support is going to be very, very helpful and useful to you, and you taking correct actions toward your dreams and fulfilling yourself. King of Wands, yeah, same energy. Your person will also feel the same way. Like they are supported and loved by you, and because of that, they feel like they can further themselves and develop themselves, and strength within themselves is a big thing coming up. So let's look at advice from Spirit for attracting this love. And I would like to take some of our affirmation cards here for this. So what affirmations does pile number 1 need to know for attracting this new love for this next romantic partner? What does pile 1 need to know? Application. Today I apply all that I have learned during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I allow my inner light to lift my thoughts. As I do so, the laws of universal love take root in my life. So there's this big energy of like self-love. Again, there's that energy, like I mentioned before, like removing yourself from toxic people. And if you remove yourself from toxic people and you just apply self-love to yourself, I feel your confidence actually boosting. Now, I get the message as well, like for some of you pile number 1s out there, it could be like you might feel a bit lonely stepping away from those people who are toxic, because I feel like for some of you it could be like your friend group or people that you're close to who are the ones who are toxic. The people who you've been relying on are not as great, are not actually that great for you. So until you remove that energy from your life, it's like I feel that better relationship is not going to be possible for you. It's not going to be able to manifest for you because of that energy blocking it. So there's that message coming up, like I allow my inner light to lift my thoughts. So I feel like confidence is really important for you here, pile number 1. Like I feel like you are going to be shining with confidence, and that person is going to notice it when you are near to each other. I feel like it's going to be something that this person can't ignore. So, yeah. Pile number 1. I'm so happy for you. Your next relationship looks absolutely amazing. I love it. So if you like this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments that you stopped by. I appreciate it. And until next time, take care, love and light. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we are asking the question for singles about your next romantic partner, who, when, and how you will meet. So who are they? What are their personality traits? When will you meet them? Timeline clues as well. And how will you meet? Circumstances and setting. And also, what will your connection feel like? And then we're going to look at any advice from Spirit for attracting this love. So pile number 3, you have chosen the Understanding card as well as the Black Obsidian. Quite interesting. I like these two things together. I feel they go strongly together because with the Understanding card, there's this energy of like wisdom or contemplation and also intelligence, and also expertise. And the Black Obsidian here, I get a really big Saturn energy from this Black Obsidian. And as we know in astrology, Saturn is all about that like 10th house Capricorn kind of energy, which is like professionalism, career, money, but it's also can also be about some kind of metal or machinery, or even aspects like cars or bicycles. It's a lot of things combined. If you know anything about Saturn and astrology, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's this big energy here also of wisdom in general. So it's possible, pile number 1, that your person could be someone who is more senior than you, because I do get this big message about Saturn. And in astrology, Saturn does mean someone who is more senior. It's that kind of wise older person energy. But we're going to look into it more. So first, I would like to take a look at some oracle here. This is called Oracle of Rama, and with these cards, we're going to shuffle and look at the general, a second notification of the general theme of your next romantic partner, pile number 2. So, Seeds of Conflict. Wow, opponents and allies. That definitely goes into Saturn energy as well. The seeds of conflict and deceit are planted, hold to truth and goodness. It's interesting. Opponents and allies. Wow. I want to say be careful, pile number 2, because I feel like it can be a message coming to you, like there may be something coming up for you, which now, as we know, Saturn stone and the whole energy of Saturn is it can make conflicts as well. You know, if there's like Saturn retrograde or Sade Sati period going on, there can be a lot of conflicts and difficulties. And I want to say that since Saturn is significant to a lot of things involving metal, I mean, it also includes all kinds of technology like computers, computer systems, internet. I feel like it's possible that your person, actually, pile number 2, could be someone who is actually helping you to resolve a conflict. Or it could be someone who you've fought with before in the past, and then it's like turning over a new leaf, and realizing actually that there is some attraction there. But we're going to go more into it and get more answers on this about what this really means. So using the divine guide, we're going to pick a number and read a little bit more here. Number 3, representative, the power of responsibility. Oh my gosh, that really ties into this whole Saturn energy. This person is someone who is responsible, I feel, and I feel like they're helping you with an issue. But let's see, number 3. What? Caution, a negative force seeks to incite action. I get the feeling, pile number 2, like this is someone who you didn't think would start to love you. Someone who you didn't think who would be interested in you. And I do get a message as well, like possibly there could be a situation with you. And I get a message about like technology, like it could be something like this person works for a company that is like trying to take your money. You know, if you have, for example, like, I don't know, TV subscription or internet subscription, and your internet provider wants to take more money than you were expecting, or they're really trying to like they're really trying to screw you somehow. They're really trying to do tricks on you. I feel like this person may work for that company, and I feel, may be very sympathetic toward your situation and try to help you out of the situation. Now, also, I get a big energy coming up, like your person actually could be someone who is trying to help you resolve a conflict. Like they could even be your lawyer or something like that, or some kind of advisor where they're trying to help you resolve a conflict. But definitely with the Saturn energy, there's this person, someone has wisdom and someone has good insight into things. They know about how to help you deeply with this like conflictive situation, I feel. So if any of you watch Sex in the City at all, you know that Charlotte fell in love with her lawyer when she was in a divorce case from her ex-husband. So she got a new husband from the situation of trying to get money and the apartment from her ex-husband. Anyway, if you watch the show, if you watch the show, you know about it. Big fan of that show. So in the first line here, we're looking at the personality and traits of your next romantic partner. So who is this next romantic partner? What is the personality and traits of this person? We're asking Spirit, please tell us. King of Cups. Oh, I feel your person, they're very happy. They're a very kind of like jolly person, even though there's that Saturn energy where it's like Saturn should be serious, but I get that energy like they have a sense of humor. And maybe it's even a dark sense of humor, but they have a good sense of humor. And you're going to love them for that. It's a really beautiful, loving feeling that I'm getting. Knight of Cups, wow. So what comes up about this is I feel that this person is going to be the one taking the initiative toward you. And it could also be that your person, I feel like they may be like the dark and beautiful, dark and handsome type of person. They could have dark hair, dark eyes, but generally I feel like they have this really like deep darkness to them, and it's really it really draws you in. I feel it's beautiful. Okay, Three of Swords. So I feel like your next romantic partner, I feel like they have been through a bad breakup kind of recently, not too recently. I feel like they're ready to get over it, but I feel like your person, they were in this bad breakup maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. I feel like it's more than 1 year ago. I feel like it's 2 years ago. I get this message about like 2 years ago. But I feel like your person, pile number 1, is someone who they've been through like the dark night of their soul. They've been through a really bad breakup. I feel like it could have been a long-term relationship, because I do get this energy like your person may be more senior to you. Pile number 2. Three of Pentacles here. I feel like this person is ready to see the light and ready to build things with someone new. Um, they're hopeful for that. And when they meet you, I feel like they're going to find you very attractive. And just really feel drawn to you. 10 of Wands, yeah. I definitely feel that energy, like they're going to be the one that takes the action toward you. Their personality, I feel, is someone who is like very dynamic. Very dynamic. They know what they want. I feel like they're organized. They're a very organized person. They're the kind of person who has like a 10-year plan about things. And I feel like they're going to shift and start to see you as part of that 10-year plan. I feel like you are going to have several meetings with this person. So for whatever reason, I feel like you are going to have several meetings. And I feel like after a few meetings with this person, they're going to be the one to approach you and like ask you out, or yeah, that kind of energy. So for our next line, we're asking when and how will you meet them, these things together. So for timeline clues, I do want to take a look at the Herb Crafter's Tarot because I love it. This peach card, everyone loves it because it just looks very very lovely and romantic. 9 of Water here, it's that energy like that person is going to know instantly feel this attraction for you. Instantly feel like, wow, that's a special person. Pile number 2 is a really special person. So continuing, when will you meet them and how will you meet them? I get this energy like you may have to meet them for some reason, which is like, it could be, I feel like it's like you didn't expect to meet them. It's kind of like, I get this energy like they were assigned to you or something, or like you need them for some kind of, potentially for some kind of purpose. Like they kind of work for you in a way. I feel like they work for this other company, but they kind of work for you as well. There's that whole energy of like, okay, we have to meet, we have to do something together, we have some kind of contract, or we have some kind of purpose of some kind of work or business or something that we have to do together. Like I have to do something for you and you have to just be there, kind of like a client. Is that kind of energy. That's why I get this energy about like a lawyer or even someone who's like a technician trying to fix your computer or TV or phone, or who knows, electrician. There's that kind of energy. And I feel like however you're going to meet them, it's going to be something kind of close to home. Like they could actually come into your home, or you could just meet with them somewhere nearby your home. So this is Page of Swords, catnip. Yeah, there's that feeling like it's going to be kind of a relaxed meeting. Like you didn't expect they would be so like impressive as they are. You didn't expect they'd be so impressive. You didn't really know who you're going to be meeting with on that day. Okay, let's ask about the timeline, please. Timeline. When is pile number 2 going to meet with their person? If anybody wants to just jump out. This one. So what's coming up here with this card is I feel like it's going to be in a period which is kind of like between seasons. So, but it is that energy for me where it's like autumn, because we see this whole energy which is like summer, and this other energy which appears to be to me more like winter. So I get this energy around like autumn season. Now that can mean different things depending on if you live in northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So if you are in Southern Hemisphere, like South America or Australia or something, um, just know that what I'm seeing here is like autumn season. So the period between the summer, the hot season, and the period in the cold season. It's that energy of like it's going to be in the middle there. So I can tell you generally about this season. So we're asking even more like, how will they meet? Let's go into that a little bit more. How the circumstances and the setting of how pile number 2 is going to meet their next romantic partner. It's very clear that this person makes an impression on you in the very beginning. And I feel like, yeah, that's the thing coming up. Like, for some reason, this person has been like assigned to help you with something. There's this energy with Four of Cups here, like you are not going to be feeling good about something, and this person is like coming in to help for another purpose. And I feel like their role is to help fix something. But with that, I feel like they're gonna end up wanting more from that connection. So how will you meet? When they approach you, or when they come in, I feel like they're going to see you as someone who is like really strong with the strength card here. I get this energy of like they're going to see you as their first impression of you is going to be like, wow, this person, pile number 2, is really strong, really grounded. They really know who they are. They they've been living with this difficulty, and I really admire them, how they're able to live through that situation, through that difficulty, because I do feel like this person is a kind of helper coming in for you, but they're going to admire you for staying so strong through the struggle that they're coming to help with. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're gonna see you like this person has been through some difficult time, or like who knows, actually. I feel like this person, because of their attraction to you, or their, well, because they like you, they're going to have a great compassion on you, I feel. And whatever service they're doing for you, I feel like they're gonna tell you something like, okay, I give you a discount, or you can pay nothing, or you can pay less because I like you, and would you want to go out sometime? As well. There's that whole kind of energy coming up. Let's take one more. How will you meet? How and when will you meet? Circumstances and setting. Well, what I can say is that I feel you're going to have a very positive reaction to their like advances, because I feel like they are going to be the one to initiate things, and I feel you having a very positive reaction, like, I actually, yes, I would like to meet you sometime. I would like to see you sometime. It's going to be like, wow, I feel thrilled. I feel good about this. So we're looking at now, in our next line, what will this connection feel like? Temperance card. I feel like this connection is going to ease your mind quite a lot. Going to make you feel balanced and like, wow, I needed this in my life. I needed this groundedness. Like this person is like, there's this thing coming up where I feel you like questioning, wow, is this a person that I'm meant to be with? And I've never felt so good in my life. This kind of energy. So what will this connection feel like? I feel like this person is, again, like a very dynamic and organized person, and you're going to see them like, wow, they can really do things. They can get things done, and I just like how they take actions and they push toward things in their life. I feel you being really attracted to that quality of their character. So what will this connection feel like? Continuing. Five of Swords. I feel this energy of like, I want to elaborate a little bit more on that Five of Swords. Please give us some messages about this Five of Swords. Exactly what exactly does it mean, please? One more. What exactly does it mean? This Five of Swords. Yeah, that's what I got. Drive. Thank you for confirming. I got that message like this person is going to help you feel like you are escaping difficulty or escaping this kind of oppression. I feel like it's going to feel like a big relief for you, pile number 2. Oh, what will this connection feel like? Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You're going to feel like finally I'm getting something for myself. I'm going somewhere. Like we can make something together. I feel this person being very, very kind to you and really saying like, I want a life with you, or giving you that feeling like, wow, we can build and make things together. There's this energy of growing and stability, and it's just lovely. So what will your connection feel like next? 6 of Pentacles, very balanced feeling. Again, that energy of growing, like I can finally get economically stable, or I can grow myself economically because of this person. A great supporting feeling, like taking me away from my troubles. Page of Pentacles, yes, the same thing. Helping you develop yourself materially. I feel like this person, they may actually be making quite good money. And I feel like that's going to be a attractive feature for you, because I feel like they are someone who it's like they're quite established in their career or what they do, with the work that they do. So what will this connection feel like? Again, that whole balance energy. And there's a really big lawyer or doctor kind of energy coming up here in this reading, definitely. So if that is for you, now it could also be someone who just generally sorts out problems, like even in technology, working in technology or in IT or something like that. But I feel like this person, they help people to deal with the problems and issues they have. So one more. What will this connection feel like? 7 of Wands. There's this big energy of actions. Actions are going to take place, and you're going to feel like a future is building or able to be built with this person. It's a big feeling of stability, and actually I feel you being very, very grateful, and also them being grateful. I feel like they've wanted someone by their side, and I feel like it's difficult for them to be alone also with this whole 3 of Swords heartbreak energy from them. I feel like they have had like a partner in the past who was kind of like long term, or they were together and they were expecting a future with that past person, but for whatever reason that broke up. And I do feel like this person, they are looking for a new partnership. They want someone to share their life with. They feel like there's someone they don't want to be alone in their life. So for our last little short row, we're asking advice from Spirit. Just one card. Advice from Spirit for attracting this love. Now, I do believe this love is destined for you, pile number 2, but we are going to ask Spirit for any advice to bring in this love quicker. I feel like you've already been kind of manifesting it, pile number 2. Unity. Today, I bring my attention into the present moment, where I become one with my inner light. As I make this conscious connection, I find myself centered in my heart and begin to glow with my own divinity. Union with my inner light provides me with a wise and stable base from which I can now live every day of my life. Hmm. So the advice from Spirit for attracting this love seems to be about you simply being centered in your situation and strong in your situation. There's that whole energy talking about union with my inner light. So I feel like pile number 2, you are a person with wisdom, strength, intelligence, and I get really this energy all about like prayer somehow for you. About you can call it like prayer or manifestation, but I feel like this is a person that you've kind of been waiting for. And you have been asking that person to come into your life, I feel. And I do feel like the universe is going to reciprocate with you very much on that. So, pile number 2, if you like this reading today, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and please do leave me a comment just to let me know that you've stopped by. And if you have any suggestions about further topics for readings, I love to hear from you. I do take suggestions seriously. I do consider them. So until next time, love and light to you. Take care. Hello, hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading today. Today we're asking the question about your next romantic partner, who, when, and how you will meet. It is a reading for singles today. Of course, if you are in a relationship already, you can listen. There's no harm in that. But we're asking specifically, who is your next romantic partner, personality and traits, when will you meet them, and any timeline clues, how will you meet, circumstances and setting, and what will your connection look like, feel like, as well as any advice from Spirit for attracting this love. So your significator card was the Harmony card today. And there's some sacral chakra energy coming in with that. It's interesting to me because with this, the Angelite stone came up, and actually this is a stone which is significant to children and innocence, and also in creating softness in situations, which Harmony is quite soft, as you know. It's nice, it's soft, but seeing as this is a stone significant of children, and you have that whole sacral chakra energy around, around really like the lower abdomen area, I feel like there could be some energy of children being involved in this connection, this next connection. Either maybe you have children, or that person has children, the person who's coming into your life, or you could even be pregnant right now. I do feel that there is some kind of energy coming up about children energy. So anyway, we're going to find out more about that coming up in our reading. We're going to define everything. I will say with the Angelite stone, it is a stone that really brings in softness, but it's also a throat chakra stone. So I feel like potentially your person, pile number 3, is going to be someone who makes you feel like you can speak your mind. You can be free in that way. So we're going to take now second kind of indication for the general theme, going a little bit deeper into the general theme of what this relationship will look like for pile number 3's next romantic partner. Taking this oracle here, and great loss. A great loss occurs. A long battle begins for recovery. Interesting. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything like negative. We have to look further into it, because I do feel like this energy coming up, pile number 3, is ultimately positive. I do feel like no matter what, we should always look toward the light and always try to be positive. So let's look at the divine guide here. Number 2, defender energy. That was kind of similar to pile number 2. So if you are attracted to pile number 2 at all, you might want to take a look there. So we've got number 2 here. Leaving the circle of protection brings disaster. Oh no. I wanna look more into this. I wanna get more information about this. What's going on here with this? What does it mean? Leaving the circle of protection brings disaster, or some great loss recurs. I get this energy like there's some element here I'm feeling of you pile number 3 having to leave the situation that you're in, or that you've recently been in, or maybe you have already left that situation, but I get this energy around you leaving one place and going to another place because that previous place, it wasn't good for you. I feel like it could have been quite disastrous for you. So let's ask for a little bit more information on this whole great loss. What's up with that? I feel this energy like where one door closes, another one opens. Like there could have been a bad breakup for you recently, pile number 3, and I feel you communing with other people, and people who are more in your wavelength or who want to support you, and I feel them. I feel you feeling much more supportive in that environment here with the 6 of Cups. So it is this energy like you've gone from one situation and are moving into a better situation. I get this message for you, pile number 3, where it's like, stay in the circle of people who you know are your well-wishers, who you know are your friends who are going to support you. Always stay near them, because I feel like you need that support, pile number 3. And with that energy, that children energy, like maybe you could have children, or it could be that you yourself have this certain innocence to you where it's like you're quite childlike, or you have that kind of innocence where it's like you need that support and protection from other people around you. So in our first line here, we are asking about the personality and traits of your next romantic partner. Who is your next romantic partner? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. So interesting. The devil. Upside down, of course. What else? Six of Pentacles. So we have High Priestess. Okay. So I get this energy like this person, I feel, pile number 3, has quite a big energy to them and around them. I actually get this energy like this could be a person who's actually quite physically big. Like they could be someone who is quite tall or strong, big muscles, big body, maybe chunky, you know. But I get this energy like this person has a great strength to them with the Devil card here. For whatever reason that's coming up to me from the Devil card, but I get this energy like you may already know this person now, pile number 3. You may already know them, or you may have already seen them before, maybe not, but I do get this energy like they are someone who admires you. You're going to feel it right away. You're going to feel just how much they respect you, how much they admire you for being who you are, and how they would like, you're going to feel probably that energy from them, like how they would like to be part of your divinity. It's kind of like them just like worshiping you in a way. feeling like you're a real a god or goddess. It's like they revere you. They look at you like, wow, this pile number 3 is just incredible. Pile number 3 is incredible. I want to be closer to pile number 3. So personality and traits. Let's look at some traits, please. This person, I feel like they might not be super rich, I feel, but they could be just be doing well for themselves. Like they have what they need, they have enough, and they're happy with what they have. And I feel like they have felt alone, and like they just want to share their life with someone, and feel good with a partner. I feel like they have felt alone, and it's like been hard for them to feel that way. So there is that energy of like, I do feel like this is a person who they like to work with their hands a lot. I get a really like earth element energy from this person. Like, I like to work with my hands. I like to build things. I like to make things. I like to paint. I like to draw. I love doing home renovations. I love like sewing, or I love just this kind of crafty energy. Like, I feel like they could work in some kind of sphere like that, and they could just do that as their hobby, that kind of thing. Let's pick up one more thing about their personality and traits. 5 of Wands. I feel like in their life, they've had some instances which have felt like setbacks to them, or like when they were younger, or maybe even now. It's like they have a hard time to kind of get things going for themselves, I feel. But I feel definitely like this person has a really big loving energy from them. I don't know why I get this Aries energy from them. Like, I feel like they could be an Aries or a Taurus, or like, yeah, Aries or Taurus kind of energy. Maybe even Leo. Um, this really like energy of they have a huge heart. They need a lot of love, and they give a lot of love. And I feel like they're someone who they can feel insecure at times about their abilities, about their intelligence, and they might need some validation about that. But I feel like definitely they're a person who they have a lot of love, and if you just love them, they're gonna love you like to the sky high. So for our second line, we're asking, when and how will you meet? Timeline clues and circumstances and settings. So I want to try to pick up some timeline clues from the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Oh, somebody came out. Timeline clues, please. This is Knight of Swords. Oregano. Knight of Swords. There's this whole kind of country energy going on here. I feel like this person is quite simple, actually. Like, in their mind, in their heart, I feel like they love, and they might be a kind of small town person. Oh, Hemlock, the Emperor. Definitely this person is someone who's very strong. I feel like physically strong. And this person, I feel they do a lot of work for other people. Like, people around them know that they're good at what they do, and people around, I feel like, hire this person. This person could be a freelancer. They could work for themselves. They do what they want for themselves. But really, we want to know, please, Spirit, we want to know when and how pile number 3 may meet this person. Already we get a kind of setting. It's this kind of country feel. your whole situation may actually be something like getting out of the city and going back to the country, or going to the country. So timeline. Four of water, mint. There's this whole energy around it being very, very hot outside. So I do feel like you could meet in the summer season. And I do get this energy of like, I don't know why, I get this message like school's out. School's out for summer, you know? School's out for summer, and it's so hot, like we need to cool down. There's also this energy of like, I feel pile number three, like you've been through a hard time lately, and this person is gonna kind of like cool down your fire, like, you know, like calm your pain. This whole thing with the mint. It's Four of Cups, Four of Water, so it's like I feel like this person is going to immediately when they meet you, they're gonna want to like take away your troubles and your fears. Beautiful. So how will they meet in timeline clues? Going a little bit further, please. Empress. The Emperor and the Empress together. This person I feel is gonna revere you quite a lot. I feel like they're gonna see you and hold you in a very high esteem. I already said it before, but I feel like when they immediately see you, they're gonna feel like, wow, pile number three is incredible. And I feel like for you also, when you see them, you're gonna feel like, wow, this person can do a lot. What a talent. Your person is very, very talented. Pile number three. So, when and how will they meet? There's this whole energy around water coming up quite a lot, and I feel like it means that it could definitely be in the summertime. I definitely get this like countryside energy. This could actually be like an old friend, an old childhood friend, an old camp friend, someone who you knew in the past, or someone who was a friend of a friend in that environment. It's like, I get this childhood friend kind of energy coming up. Like this person, they have admired you for a while, or they've seen you before and they admired you there before. With the Fool in reverse, it's like, I feel it's in this environment which is familiar to you, and to them. That's why I get this energy of like going back to the childhood country house or something like that, where it's like you know that environment. It's not unfamiliar to do, but I feel like you've been away from that environment. You've been in an environment where there were different things going on. Yeah, Magician. This energy, like, I feel like this connection is going to come out of nowhere. Like you didn't expect that you would love this person or that you would feel this way for this person. Yeah. One more card. How? Circumstances and setting and timeline clues, please. Knight of Pentacles. This person is going to make moves toward you. You don't have to be the one to make moves toward this person. They're gonna follow you. I feel they're gonna follow you around. They're just gonna dive in with this connection. They're gonna make you feel like so appreciated. I feel in the very beginning. Yeah. So, third line. What will your connection feel like? What will your connection feel like? Pile number three. Page of Swords. Five of Swords. Nine of Cups. Take one more. Page of Cups. There's this energy like I'm protected here. Like, it comes up quite often, in relationships where you feel like because of this relationship, the outside world can't touch me. Because of this relationship, people who were toxic or trying to hurt me, they're not able to touch me anymore. And believe it or not, a few of these cards have come up in the previous readings today, pile 1 and pile 2. But I feel for you, pile 3, like this relationship is going to be something which you feel quite settled in. You feel like I can finally be at peace. I don't have to worry about the rest of the world coming to harm me, or it's this like energetic shield on you from this relationship coming up for you, pile number 3. So what will your connection feel like? Knight of Cups. Yeah, like you're always building emotionally. I get this feeling like you're always going to feel like you're getting to know this person more and more. That kind of Shrek energy, peeling off the layers of the onion, this person has many layers, and I feel like you can't just get to know this person all at once. It's like you have to continue with the relationship, and only then you can really know that person deeply, I feel. 10 of Wands. That whole energy. I get this energy with the 10 of Wands in reverse here, where it's like, okay, we don't have to rush around. We just need to be calm in ourselves. We're relaxed. It's like a relaxed energy with the reversal here. Though there are actions going on, things taking place, it's this energy like we don't have to rush around. We're not too much like concerned with the outside world or with outside appearances. We're just here for ourselves, for each other, and just like basking in our love together. And that's beautiful. So what will this connection feel like? Like a new start with the Death card. Like the old is on the way out and the new is on the way in. And big support for each other, I feel. So last one, what will this connection feel like? Interesting. Page of Swords and Knight of Swords here together. So that whole energy around my mind is at ease. I don't feel worried anymore about the things that bothered me in the past. If we know here the great loss, the difficult things. My difficulties are over. Thank you for being in my life. I get a really loving connection here in this reading, pile number 3. So our final card for today is advice from Spirit for attracting this love. Now I do feel like it's already on the way for you, pile number 3. It's already on the way for you, but let's just ask Spirit for a little advice on how to attract this love further. Let's see. Self-love. Today I love myself fully. I accept myself exactly as I am. I am able to recognize my own divinity and to appreciate the purity of my soul. I take the time to care for myself. I enjoy myself. I nourish myself, and I am kind to myself. I am grateful for who I am. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Spirit is telling you, practice more self-love and love yourself. Put yourself as the priority. And also I want to say that with the whole like energy I felt about children here, it could also be like you having to take care of someone else, or something else, like you were caring for something else. And I feel like with the whole self-love advice here, it's like it's time to care about you. And by caring about you, it is going to allow this new relationship to come on into your life. So, pile number 3, if you like this reading today, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I would like to hear from you. So, if you have anything to reflect on in this reading, or any suggestions for future readings, I really appreciate it. I do take suggestions, I do keep them in mind and consider them. So, pile number 3, until next time, I wish you love and light and all the best. Bye.